Hello, my name is Kyler Kwai, and today I'm going to teach you about the changing trends in virtual reality and how it's shaped, changed, and innovated society today and the industries around us. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is what is VR? VR is basically a simulation, a 3D environment experience of similar but completely different to the real world. And a great way to show you that is a quick video of a VR related incident on a 3D environment of Megalodon. And what I want you to do is just look at the video, experience the video, and see what you notice. Oh, yeah. So, that was a VR experience. Did you notice the sounds that are going through it? How real it looked? How real the shark looked? Well, that's what VR is trying to do, is make it so realistic. Like, even I was a little freaked out because it just, I love sharks, but I would not want to be in that situation. It made me feel like I was actually there, and that's what VR does. But it just started out as a gaming system for people to go online, play video games on it, but it's turned into so much more. And that's what I'm going to show you today, is the different trends and ways it's changed society and the way it's changed from just a gaming system. And then the first trend I want to talk to you about is how it's helped PTSD patients, anxiety patients, and mental illnesses around the world. There's a new thing called VERT, which is virtual reality exposure therapy. And it's a new exposure therapy for these mental illnesses. And in the article, The Efficiency of VERT in PTSD Symptoms, they know that in PTSD patients, they're very resistant to normal exposure therapies. But what they've seen in the new therapy of VERT, that they had a greater activation of the traumatic memory, but also a greater extinction of the condition fear. What they were trying to do was generate scenarios, environments to trigger those traumatic memories, but also help extinguish that condition fear that keeps them going with that traumatic memory, trying to erase all of it. And in another article of the VERT of anxiety and psychiatric disorders, they were tracking the head movements of the patients. They were tracking the natural head movements, I should say, because what they were doing was sending out sensory controlled information or stimulations in the virtual reality experience, but also tracking why they look at it. Do they actually look at it, or do they just skim past it because that sensory information was not too important to them? So what actually activates that traumatic memory? So now that we talked about this trend, I would like to talk to you about a different trend, but how it can help maintain long-distance relationships, create new ones, but also help long-distance education as well. So in the article, In Distance Matters, Proximity and Homophilia in the Virtual World Network, what they were trying to do was create homophilia. Homophilia is just another way to say create a new connection, create a new relationship. And what they were trying to do was maintain it. Everyone knows how much physical constraint can have on a person. If your loved one leaves, your significant other moves away, your friends, you don't get to talk too much, you lose that connection. But what they're trying to do with VR is keep those connections, gain those connections back, and keep us together in a virtual world network. But not only that, it's helped in a long-distance education system as well. Everyone knows about the single method teaching, which is just sitting in a classroom, learning when your teacher talks about it, learning from your professors in a classroom base on your computer or writing down notes on your desk. But what this is doing is changing how we do that, making us be in our own home, but we're still learning the material. We're still activating our neurons, learning this stuff, writing down notes, but in the comfort of our own home. But not only that, in a VR world simulation, where we can get hands-on training and experience what it's actually like, but just not writing down notes. And that's what's crazy about it, is we can learn, but actually be a part of that learning as well, not just sitting down. And when they looked in the activations of this VR, they saw improvements of enthusiastic matters and efficiency in their college students and professors when teaching in a virtual reality setting. So after this, I would like to teach you about another trend, which is really cool in my opinion, but it involves VR and shopping. So, everyone hates shopping, everyone loves shopping. It's just a matter of pick. Me personally, I don't really like shopping. Just having to go down every single aisle to find what I want, where it's at, people coming to me asking me questions. I just want to get out of there quick and fast. I'm just looking for my stuff. Well, in this situation, in the comparison of entirely in-person and online engagements and activities in an online shopping, and in the case of shopping and eating meals article, what they were trying to do was create a VR experience of shopping. And what this has helped us with is it's helped companies and industries figure out what they're doing wrong, of why we're going to somewhere else instead of their place. So what they're doing with this is understanding the engagements, understanding where people are going at, so they can better underline their structure, better structure their places better for us, so we can start having things more quick and efficient. And that's what's really cool about it. But it can also help us personally, as in we can go in this online engagement and shop what we want, know what we want beforehand, so when we get into in real life, we can shop for what we need with no hassle. And that's all the trends that I am here to talk about, is how VR can help change and has helped change society today. It's helped mental illness patients, it's helped create and maintain long-distance relationships in society and education, and it's also helped society's everyday lives and activities. So I just want to make you picture this before I leave. Just picture yourself in your own room, but in your own virtual reality environment, doing the things you want, connecting with the people you want to connect with, but getting a sense of yourself and how you work and what you want and why you're there. Thank you.